Hi folks, Ryan McIntyre here for another episode of TIMBERChats. And before we start, I think it's important that we address the tragic events that happened over this past weekend in the community of Petitcodiac, Nova Scotia, very close to where I'm filming from today, my home in North River near Truro, and in the broader community here. It's hard to wrap your head around something like this, and I think everyone, you hear of things happening like these tragedies in different parts of the world, and it's hard to connect with them until they hit closer to home. And the important thing that we do now is support the people that are hurting. We provide them with whatever support they need, whether that's an ear to listen to, whether that is a platform to allow them to grieve, whatever it is. With all that's going on with COVID, it makes it really challenging for these folks who are hurting the most to do the things you would normally do when you're grieving. Hold memorial services, have friends and family over to your home to support one another and hold each other. So I am asking everyone out there to do what you can to offer support in any way that you can to the folks that are hurting the most in the communities of Petitcodiac and Colchester area, Enfield, Shubenacadie, Wentworth, Truro, and just open your hearts to those people because they need it right now. So thank you, and enjoy today's episode. I think we all need a little bit of joy in our lives, and today I'm very happy to be able to provide you with an interview that I did a couple of weeks ago with a guy that I look up to, Roger McPhee. He's an official judge for STIHL. Fantastic guy, great axe thrower, beat me many times, and I think you'll enjoy it. So sit back and enjoy another episode. Hi everyone, I'm Ryan McIntyre, your host for TIMBERChats. I want to welcome you once again. On today's show, I have the official judge of STIHL Timbersports Canada, known as the Sheriff, Roger McPhee. Roger, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ryan. How are you?
No, I'm doing pretty good. Nice, beautiful day here. I got a nice sunny backdrop. Doing good. So you're in Petitcodiac at home?
Yes, downtown Petitcodiac. That's correct.
Downtown Petitcodiac, yeah. It's the bustling city's slowed down lately, eh?
Yes, everybody's staying pretty well apart, which is a good thing.
Yeah, what's a day in the life of self-isolation like for you these days, anyway?
Well, watching a lot of reruns. We go back every now and then to do a little axe throwing, but
oh, there you go.
Every now and then, but other than that, pretty slow.
Yeah. Hey, axe throwing's a good way to pass the time. You and I should
For sure.
Yeah, we should set up a little online contest, you and I. I think that may be in the cards, Rod. You
don't mind finishing second then, do you?
We'll see. Yeah. So listen, Rod. You've been around the sport a long time, and you were a competitor for many years, organizer of competitions. I'm just curious, how'd you get involved? How'd you get introduced to the sport?
Well, Ryan, I guess back in 1978, I was building this house here in Petitcodiac, and my next door neighbor was my cousin, Gary McPhee. And at that time, he was running an amateur contest in Petitcodiac. And he said, Roger, you wouldn't mind coming and help me move some timber tonight at the competition? Sure. So I went. When I got there, there was a guy that lived 2 houses from me, and I was growing up in Petitcodiac, Gordon Bannister. And we were talking during the competition, and He said, Roger, I can still remember him saying this. Funny, I can remember that because I can't remember when I'm about to grad to get something. What did I come over for? But anyway, I can remember him saying this. He said, Roger, this is a lot of fun. We should get into this. Well, the next year I did, and the rest is history.
There you go. So 1979 was the first year, was it?
I believe so, yeah.
There you go. There you go. You just passed, 40th anniversary of being involved with the sport. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm halfway done now, yeah.
Halfway done. I like it. Good man. Do you miss competing at all? Like I know you're just still doing some axe throwing, of course, but from the other side, chopping and sawing stuff. Do you miss any of that?
Oh, yeah, that's an easy question. Yeah, I really do. I do. I still do compete a little bit, so I can compete in the Masters. But
right.
The trouble is, in the Masters, my favorite events are not in the Masters. My favorite events were the springboard, the axe throw, pot saw, but I like the standing chop. That is in the Masters.
Yeah.
So I'm not completely gone, but I'm hanging around a little bit.
Yes, sir. Masters springboard. That's a thing thought here. Might have to give that some thought here. I don't know. What do you think, Roger?
I wish they would. I would enjoy it.
Yeah. What's your personal best in the springboard anyway?
Pardon?
Oh, well, I said, what's your personal best time in the springboard anyway?
Oh, just before dark.
That's pretty good. That's a little bit faster than my best time, so you still got me. Nice job, Roger.
I don't know times.
Yeah, right on. Well, it doesn't matter, eh? Whenever you finish the chop in the springboard, it's a pretty good feeling, regardless of the time. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When did you first start judging with the actual STIHL series at the national level?
The national level, I believe it was 1978. No, not 1978. Not sure the year, but it was at the Western Fair in Ontario, London.
Oh, okay.
And I can remember that because it was I think the first time I ever judged, actually. And I had to make a tough call on a competitor, STIHL Star. You know STIHL?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic competitor, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was right up there, and we were coming towards the end. I think it was an underhand chop. And he slabbed out, and that's a DQ. And the reason he slabbed out, he made a mistake. He put his slab nail on the wrong side. When he was getting ready, he must be distracted. And he put his slab nail wrong. And it caused him to slab. And he was right up there for the overall. He slabbed. I had to make the call. And the rest is history.
Oh, wow. Hey, I mean, that's judging is a tough job, man. I do not envy that role, but I got to say, I've always found you to be a natural judge. Like you're fair, and I think all the competitors, they have an immense amount of respect for you. That's very clear. But was that something that you were looking forward to doing anyway, getting into judging all the way along, or was it just the opportunity presented itself, or how'd you get into the judging side of things?
Well, no, I never ever actually thought about it too much. I did this little bit of STIHL stuff, and probably about 4 or 5 years ago at one of our MLA annual meetings, the guys were a little upset because each competition back then, each had their own judge. And I think they were doing a pretty good job too, but the only thing is they weren't consistent. This guy would call this way,
right.
The next guy would call another way. And that I can understand that is discouraging. So I volunteered to say, okay, I'll do the series for you, and at least it'll be consistent. It may not be good, but it'll be consistent. So I guess that's how I get into it.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I really feel like you're a natural at it, and it's like going back to that call on STIHL or anyone. I mean, every call matters. And a lot of it comes down to the stopwatch, but I mean, you kind of hold your own fate in your hands too. If you make a decision like that, or make a bad calls setting up as an athlete, and don't put your slab of nails in on the right side. I mean, those things can come back to haunt you, and it's unfortunate that you have to be the one as the judge to make that call. But I guess that's the role, right? So, but but you've always been totally fair. You're always been really fair, Roger, and I think that shows. And I think a lot of other judges out there look to you as an example of how to carry themselves at these shows. So it definitely goes a long way, that's for sure. I'm kind of curious too, like you've been around obviously the series for a while, and just with the STIHL Timbersports series specifically at the Canadian, the national level, how have you found that to change and develop over the past 8-9 years or so?
Well, I find that when you see guys doing the springboard in under 40 seconds, and when we started way back when, you were 3 minutes.
Yeah, I hear you.
What I find too with the STIHL series, it's so well organized, so well run, and the competitors are all top notch. And, like I say, springboard in under 40 seconds.
Yeah.
It's money that's still putting into this series. I sure hope I get the money out of it, because it's sure helping our sport. It's a great sport.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the investment that's gone into it is pretty clear, and I mean, it's a big production. You and I see it very clearly from the behind the scenes, maybe even more than some of the folks that aren't involved in the production side. But man, oh man, it's unreal. Like, I mean, it's a well-run, well-oiled machine, and do a heck of a job, no question. I'm kind of curious, like, so who would you say over your career, and whether this is as a judge or whether this is as a competitor, I'm just kind of curious, like, who would have been your biggest influences over your Timbersports career?
Oh dear. Well, I guess one of my biggest influences would be the crowd, the audience.
Yep.
Because if they're having a good time, I have a good time. And if they're sitting there, they're on their hands, and they're not enjoying the competition, we're not enjoying the competition either, I don't think.
Yeah, so true.
If you get a great crowd, they're into it, it's good. As for competitor, an influence would be, let me see now. I never ever actually trained with anybody, but I do watch a lot of guys, top guys. Like I used to watch Moyle, Rod, Paul. Paul's I helped me quite a bit too, because he anything I need, he'll let me borrow. He fix a lot of access for me. Anyway, it's a big brotherhood. Anybody probably would do that too. It's just there's a great bunch of guys up there, I tell you.
Yeah, I like how you put that. As a brotherhood. It's basically a family. I mean, folks you just mentioned there, like Moyle Conrad, Paul Woodland, Rod Cumberland, and yourself, and me coming up. Like I came up through the Maritime circuit a bit, and before the STIHL series and through the STIHL series, and I looked up a lot to you folks, and I've Moyle was kind of getting out at the time, but certainly Paul and Rod and yourself had big influences on me personally. So I thank you for everything that you did to develop the sport around these parts, but certainly even just broader and supporting the next generation of competitor coming along the lines. It means a lot. And it has to be there. You have to have that investment in the future, or the sport won't carry on. So it means a lot, for sure. Okay, I got a couple of quick rapid fire questions for you, Roger. All right? Okay. Would you like to judge at the World Championship someday?
Oh, yes.
All right. I love it. Oh, right on. Well, I hope you get there. That'd be cool. How many yellow flags have you thrown an official judge for the STIHL Timbersports series in Canada.
Oh, okay. More than I wanted to, but yeah, well, put a little. Well, I had a little bit too bad. I only hit one guy in the head with a leg.
Who was that? Who was that?
Oh dear, was it getting there now? I think it was one of the rookies one time. I threw it in the forehead. Wasn't intentional.
Oh wow, that's a memorable moment for them. I hope we can find the footage of that. I would love to see that. Oh man, that's amazing.
I've seen it on TV before.
Have you? Oh, we got to find that one.
Yes.
We're post production. We'll find that one.
I have to apologize. I didn't mean to hit him on the head, but unfortunately it was a DQ.
Who has received the most flags from you over the years?
Ooh, dear.
What athlete, huh? Who's the biggest culprit?
I don't know if I can answer that or not.
Well, you can just say Wayne. You can say Wayne Paulson, and we'll both be fine. That's fine.
No, well, he's a bad athlete.
Yeah, he deserves it. Yeah. Oh, Wayne's a great guy. I like to tease him. And who gives you more grief on stage, Darren Colford or John Russell?
They both do.
They both do. Equal, eh?
Team event.
Teams event. I like it.
Team.
Yeah. Sometimes feels like a judge's relay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, jokes aside, you and John and Darren and everybody involved up there, you guys do a fantastic job, and can't thank you enough. And I think we'll leave it there, but I want to thank you so much for taking time this morning to chat with me, Roger. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm not kidding. You and I, head-to-head, virtual axe throwing tournament. I want to finally take you down for once.
Okay, man.
All right.
Can I add one thing?
Sure, of course. You can add whatever you want, buddy.
I'd like to say, like, to all the players that are watching, you should go back to all the local contests and thank all the people that organize these shows, because this is a feeder system to the Timbersports show, you know, and give some of the younger guys something to look up to. They can work towards maybe getting into the STIHL Timbersports championships, Canadian champion, maybe someday the world championship. So about these local contests, feeder system to the bigger ones, you know, we got to thank them we got to keep it going. It's great sport. Thanks.
Yes, yeah, well put, Roger. Yeah, I mean, it all starts at the grassroots, doesn't it? You got to support the local shows. You got to build the local programs, the regional shows, so that you can provide opportunities for these young, up-and-coming athletes to train, compete, and get better so that they can make it to the national level. They can go to the world stage and represent. So that is well put, and I think that is a fantastic place to leave it. Thank you so much, Roger. You have a fantastic day. Wish you all the best, man.
Keep safe.
Hi folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to STIHL Timbersports Canada on all our social media platforms and catch all the future action of the original extreme sport.